Okay, one thing I get asked a lot is how to make a target. So I'm going to show you how to make a target for about 60 bucks from Walmart, from Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever you get your lumber from. What you will need is one 12-foot 2x10 cut into 3 segments, 3 4-foot segments. And this is a small target, keep in mind. You'll need probably 3 or 4 2x4s of about 6 foot length or more. So what we got here is I got my boards cut up. I got my uprights going to be supported by these 2 horizontal bars, and the boards will be screwed in from the back side here. So the screws will go in there and it'll fasten like this, so when I want to take them out and then screw it from the back, boards fall off and you don't have any screws protruding from the front to dent your knife tips on or anything like that. So take your measurements by laying your board out like so. Make sure that everything is going to line up. What's going to happen is you're going to put these uprights as your long uprights on the underside here, so that they screw in to this whole thing and it all fits nice and snug together. So I will get that together and then I will be right back. One thing you want to be sure to not do is get a board that has this split going on. I thought I didn't have that. Maybe it did it in the truck ride home, I don't know. But that split guarantees this board is going to break much quicker than I would like it to. So if you can, get a nice wet board without any end splits. But whatever, this will get this purpose done for the time being. So what I've done here is I've made this beam and this beam interconnected here and here to fit the inside with these boards. So these boards aren't attached yet. They're just laid in here for the sake of sizing, because you want it to be nice and snug when you put them in there. Any gappage is going to just make them break faster. So the less gappage you have, the better. So make them nice and tight. I'm dumb and put the screws on this side for the face. I don't know why I did that. I even just said don't do that, and then I did it. It's better if you screw from the back side so there's no screw faces showing, but whatever. So now, before you attach these boards, because it's going to be much heavier when you do that, I recommend attaching the feet. So we're going to do the feet next, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, to get the feet centered, what I've done is I cut 2 3-foot boards, and I've marked the center line at 18 inches. And then they get screwed in just like that. It helps if you have somebody help you hold it up, because it's kind of wonky otherwise. But it is manageable. I just did it. So now that one is screwed onto the bottom, so I flip it over and now screw to this side. So now it's kind of starting to take shape. You can kind of see what the frame looks like. So now what we're going to do is add supports to the back, which I'm going to take those little cutoffs right there and do them at angles right here on the back side. I need to cut a 45 into those real quick, and then we will screw those directly in, and then the frame is done, and then we can screw in the boards. So, yep. Okay, here you can see the supports. They can go on the front or the back. It really doesn't matter because they are going to hold it up no matter what. It's mostly just to keep the thing from wobbling. Back's probably smarter, but I did it without really thinking. But realistically, it's going to work either way. Now, I recommend drilling pilot holes in these boards here and here for the sake of, making it easier to screw through for the boards down here. So that is the next step. We are going to screw that in. If you don't have anybody to help you, you can use a C-clamp to hold the board up while you drill pilot holes. So now I'm going to drill probably 2 right there and right there. All right, and there we have it. Target wall to throw at. Screwed in via these screws here on the back so that you can't see them on the front. And yeah, took me a little less than an hour to throw together. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to shoot me a message and ask. I'm always happy to help. But I hope that helps you make something that gets you going.